This is Jake Ely from Red Dragon Cartel, and that just happened.
Hey guys, what's going on? It is Front Row Joe with That Just Happened. We're here in Greenville, South Carolina at the Firmament. We found this guy rummaging through the garbage. It's Jake.
I found. Look what I found. Awesome. I am the dude. I'm the dude.
The dude abides.
Dude does abide. No, he doesn't abide.
Yeah, he does. That's his catchphrase. The dude abides.
The dude does not abide.
No, he does abide. He's chill.
He do?
He dudes divide.
Okay. I do. Yeah, I do too. I abide.
Well, first of all, from a fan's perspective, just want to say it is fantastic to see you out on the road with some new material. So I want to get that out of the way.
Oh yeah, it's mostly the new album, like old school. That's what you used to do. Yeah. You put an album out and then you tour that album, and that's what we're doing, for better or worse.
It's been a labor of love. It took just a little while to get out there. I mean, from when you really put pen to paper, about a year and a half. You had a lot of nice toys to play with and get those sounds. And now that it's out and you're ripping it live from the stage, how gratifying is that to put that passion project out to the live audience?
Oh no, that's the reason I'm touring, is make new music and then to be able to do it live in front of an audience most times, most nights. But to be able to play it live anyway. That's why I do it. I don't do it for the money, because there's not really that much money to be had on the road anymore. And a lot of my peers do it to be in the spotlight, because they like the attention. I don't like the attention. I just rather shy away. But it's purely for the music, and that's the album was done that way, and we're touring to support that album, and it's all about the music, and it's not about how I played Bark at the Moon 35 fucking years ago, and I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
Those days are done.
Yeah. New chapter.
Yeah. And if you like it and you want to support us, then we welcome you to the show. If you're gonna be the one guy in the crowd that yells Bark at the Moon all the time, then just go home.
Fair warning up front.
Yeah. There's no bullshit. I mean, this is what we're doing. Come to watch it, or just don't come.
Yeah. Well, that brings me to the next question. Actually, last time we talked, you say you hope people like it. You like to find stuff that you find interesting and that you want to play. And if people like it, they do. If they don't, now the Patina's been out for about 4 months. The fans have spoken, the critics as well, and it's been very well received. Is that something that has made it to your ears?
Yeah. I mean, as I said before, I don't do it for any kind of approval. I just do it because I need to make music, and so I do the best I can. And if other people like it, cool. And if they don't, whatever. I don't care. But the fact that so many people like it, and it has been well received, is it does make it worthwhile. I mean, I'm not gonna lie and say I don't care, but I would if everybody hated it. I said I don't care. But the fact that it seems to be, a lot of fans really love the album. That it is nice. It's a nice warm feeling.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Especially when you put as much work into it as you did this one. Not saying you didn't albums before, but you really took your time to make this a good one.
Yeah. I mean, we every aspect of it, the songwriting, the recording of it, the mixing of it, we took our time. I wanted it to be, and not to sound cryptic or anything, but if it was the last album I ever made, I want it to be a fucking good one, and that's how we approached this whole album, which is really how you should approach any album, because you never know. I could walk out there, get hit by a car, and everything's done, So whatever my last output was could be the final one. But we thought about that, and I don't know. There might be another album. I don't know yet. It'll be a while if it does come out. But I'm happy with this being my final say.
Yeah, I gotcha. And the fans, again, like I said, have spoken, and they actually, some of the comments have been that they consider Patina to be the debut album for Red Dragon in the sense that it's more cohesive. The self-titled was guest singers and all of that good stuff. But is that a fair assessment for Patina?
Yeah. This is definitely more of a cohesive. It sounds like a band. And we did it as a band. We did it very old school. The recording process was done old school. The first RDC record was an experiment for me. I mean, I'd never recorded an album that way, and I was interested to see what it was like to do it that way. And I do think the first album's a good album. There's some good stuff on there, but it did feel like it felt very piecemeal, bit by bit. And the first album, and I wasn't even sure if I wanted to make that album. Yeah. I was coerced into it by Kevin Churko, and so it was kind of his puppy. Yeah. And this one's definitely me and Anthony, for the love of it, not with any prospective profits off of it. Yeah. Just want to make a good album.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And the first one, you're kind of testing the waters after being absent and out of the music business for a while. So you're kind of finding out who you were again, I guess, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, and. Yeah, the first one.
Not to take away from it, I love the first one. First one rips.
It's a good album. Yeah. It's a good album. It just it didn't feel like family on the first one. This one feels like family. It feels like everybody involved contributed, and it's more old school. I'm just an old school guy. I'm 62. I'm not fucking changing, and everything I do is old school. This tour, like I said, promoting the new record, where I'm supposed to be a legacy act. I don't like that title. I don't want to be a legacy act. And I get it. If I go to see ZZ Top, I want to see LaGrange, But at the same time, if Billy Gibbons decides he doesn't want to play LaGrange that night, I fucking totally get it. He's still Billy Gibbons. Yeah. And, but yeah, everything's old school. I still play loud on stage. It feels very familial. Okay. Right? Yeah. It's a family. Going on the road is fun because it's, I like everybody in the band. Finally.
That's a plus.
Yeah, won't go into details. And I'm not talking about Jonas. Fucking love Jonas. I love Jonas. I miss Jonas. He just wasn't right for the new record. But yeah, everybody gets along on the road, and it's like going out with your buds and fucking waking up in a new city, and it's fun. Yeah. And if touring wasn't fun, I'd quit. Yeah. And I might anyway, because I'm getting old.
I gotcha. I was going to say, some of the YouTube videos that have circulated already for this tour, it looks like you're having a blast. So the fun meter is pegged at 11.
Yeah, no, on stage, absolutely. It's fucking, it's wonderful, and those are the moments I live for. If I looked at my watch and went on stage and then said, shit, how much more time do I have to play? I wouldn't do it. Yeah. I wouldn't do it. I don't need the money that bad. And it's not like I don't need money. Contributions. No, but it's never about the money. Yeah. My whole life, it's always been either I want to do it or I don't want to do it. And money is not the deciding factor. And like I said, a lot of my peers it is the deciding factor. But I don't. It's life is so much easier if you just decide. Do I want to do it? Then I'll do it. Do I not want to? Then just no. Just absolute no. Money shouldn't be a deciding factor, you know? I mean, I understand you have to make money, but it shouldn't be the end-all be-all for music. Not for music, not for art, you know? And I do consider myself a musician, not a rock star, not a guitar hero, not a shredder. I'm a musician, and I love music, and that's why I do it.
And I think that's probably one of the biggest reasons why the fan base loves you so much, is because they know that your music is coming from a place of honesty and purity.
Yeah, and as it should, as it always should. But yeah, and I am the master at whittling down my fans. You know, I really am. I should be honored somewhere in the annals of rock history, because I went from Ozzy, and then I went to Badlands, and I got a shitload of people saying, "What the fuck? You're a heavy metal guitar player. What are you doing with? Why are you dabbling in blues rock and shit like that?" And then after Badlands, I did Wicked Alliance with Mandy Lyon. And I said, "What the fuck? You're either a heavy metal guitar player or a blues rock guitar player. Why are you dabbling in industrial?" And then after that, I did this my instrumental solo album, and I continually whittle down my fans. I mean, the fans I have left are diehard fans that just love whatever I do, and God bless them. But yeah, I know exactly how to make myself less popular with every record.
I understand. But again, you know, the true fans love you for that. So let's talk about Patina. Last question about Patina. A&R guys from the record companies are few and far between these days, and record companies breathing down your neck and telling you what you should write and record are few and far between these days as well, for better for worse. Would you say that you had the most freedom in writing and creating for Patina? Yeah, I did, but it was hard fought. I mean, still, they basically, record companies today, they just want some product, they want to push it really quick and make a quick profit, and then that's it. And I had to fight it. I mean, the album took a long time. Granted, I'm sure they didn't like that.
No, they hated it. They hated it, and they were up my ass all the time. But I just, look, it's going to be done when it's done. You know, I'm not. And I don't know. They gave me facts and figures about how since the album came out late, they lost this much money in potential sales and all that kind of shit. And I don't care. That's not. I'm not there to sell records. I'm there to make records. I give you a record, and it's the fucking absolute best I can make. Then it's up to you to sell it, you know. But what was the original question?
Most freedom you've had in creating and writing for a record.
Yes. Maybe not the most, because I've always been that way. Badlands, the first Badlands was late. It was very late, and Atlantic Records was not happy. But it came out to be a great record. And even, what was his name? The president of Atlantic. Fucking iconic, legendary. I can't think of it now because I'm old. But he came up to me after the record was done. We had the release party, and he never even attended release parties. He came up to me and said, "This is the greatest band we've signed since Led Zeppelin," right? And I was like, "Holy shit!" Kitty! Hi, kitty cat. Oh, that's one thing I miss on the road, you know.
Is your animals?
Yes.
Got a buddy too.
Oh, there's two kitties. Hi, what you guys doing? Oh, he's prowling. But yeah, I do miss animals on the road. I wish I could take animals on the road. And my wife.
I thought you were throwing her in with the lumping it in with that term.
Whoa. Yeah. Obviously, I wish she was here most and foremost, yes. And then animals. But I love animals.
Well, Jake, thank you so very much for taking the time. Really, really looking forward to the show tonight. Thanks so much again for putting your heart and soul into this record. Really enjoying it.
Well, I'm just happy that there are people that appreciate it and come out and are supporting us with this record, because it is a good record. It's a good record. Grammy nomination? I don't know. But he'll go to the parties.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, guys, again, Jakey Lee, Red Dragon Cartel, and that just happened.
Thanks, Gary. Well, take care, man. Gotta get back.
Sure. Take it easy, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I know that you will.
Yeah, well, the dude abides.
The dude abides. I don't know about you, but I take comfort in that.